In this video we are going to tackle on how are we going to end a video game addiction, how are we going to set up a healthier routine. Good day, this is Momentum. Playing video games casually can become a great way to unwind and have fun. But if you're so fixated on gaming that it feels like it's taking over your life, you may have a video game addiction. A gaming addiction is no joke. In 2018, the World Health Organization officially classified it as a mental health condition, called gaming disorder. Fortunately, there are things you can do to get your addiction under control. Try setting limits for yourself and keeping busy with other activities. Any kind of addiction can become incredibly tough to overcome, so don't be afraid to get help. If you are not able to shake it on your own, reach out to a doctor or therapist. Now we are going to tackle on how we set limits on your access to games. The first thing we need to do is give yourself a strict time limit for daily play. Health experts recommend that teens and school-aged kids should spend no more than 2 hours a day in front of a screen, and it's just as important for adults to limit their time being sedentary. If you're struggling with too much gaming, try setting specific limits for yourself on how long you play each day. For example, you might limit yourself to no more than half an hour of play each day. Help yourself keep track of your playing time by setting a timer on your phone or another device. Don't give up or get too upset with yourself if you slip up and end up playing longer than you meant to from time to time. It's totally normal to have setbacks. Try to learn from what happened and think of a way to avoid it next time, like having a buddy send you a text to remind you it's time to stop playing. Another step we need to make is to keep gaming devices out of your bedroom. If you have a game console, computer, or other gaming device in your room, you may be tempted to stay up all night playing instead of getting the sleep you need. Make your room a screen-free zone so you don't get caught up in late-night gaming. If you have games on your phone, switch it off at night or put it somewhere you can't easily reach it at bedtime. Playing games right before bed can cut the amount of time of your sleep. In addition to keeping your room screen-free, avoid playing games during the last couple of hours before you go to bed. When you're trying to break a video game addiction, it's not uncommon to have trouble sleeping. If you find yourself struggling to sleep, try not to worry. Do something calming and comforting to help you unwind, like meditating for a few minutes or taking a warm shower. The next thing to do is to try apps or extensions to block your access to games. If you play games on your phone or on your computer, you can install apps or browser extensions that limit your playtime. Some apps can limit your access to specific games, while others will lock you out of your device altogether during a set time. PC programs like Game Boss can set time limits on games or block your access to gaming websites. If you play games in a web browser, try an extension like Stay Focused for Chrome or LeechBlock for Firefox. For phone games, try apps like Off Time or Break Free to set time limits, track your game usage, or block your access to gaming apps. The last one to do and how to limit you from accessing the games is to ask friends and family to help stay on top of your gaming limits. Let your family and friends know that you're trying to cut back on how much time you spend gaming. Ask them to check in with you from time to time to make sure you're not playing games when you're supposed to become doing other things. For example, you might ask your friends to call you or send you a text at a time when you're especially likely to start playing your game. Ask the people in your life to respect your decision by not tempting you to play video games. For instance, you might ask your sibling not to play games while you're around. Try not to feel embarrassed about asking for help. Just keep it simple, say something like, "Hey, I'm trying to cut back on gaming so much. Can you remind me to stop if you catch me playing longer than half an hour?" The next one is on how we are going to set up a healthier routine. The first thing to do is distract yourself with other fun activities during the day. You'll be less likely to get stuck on gaming if you have other things to keep you occupied. Take the opportunity to rediscover activities you used to enjoy, or try something exciting and new. Schedule time that you'd normally spend gaming to do other things you like, such as reading, going for walks or playing active games outdoors, spending time with your friends or family, working on a hobby or creative project. The next thing to do is to treat gaming as a reward for completing other tasks. If your gaming is interfering with homework, chores, or other work you need to get done, make a vow to put those important jobs first. Don't do any gaming until you've finished the other things you have on your to-do list for the day. For example, if you need to complete a homework assignment and load the dishwasher, finish those things before you start playing. The next thing to do is do other stress-relieving activities if you play games when you're stressed. Sometimes a gaming addiction can develop when you use gaming as an escape from things that are stressing you out. Work on developing some alternative coping strategies so you'll have something else to fall back on when you feel overwhelmed. For instance, you could meditate, do yoga, exercise, draw, write, or play music to express your feelings. The last one will be schedule time each day for self-care. A severe gaming addiction can interfere with your ability to care for your own basic needs. In turn, not taking good enough care of yourself can make you feel tired and unwell, which might tempt you to turn to your game for comfort. As you work on overcoming your gaming addiction, set aside specific times each day to eat at least 3 healthy meals throughout the day, get 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night if you're an adult, or 8 to 10 if you're a teen, get at least half an hour of physical activity, take care of your hygiene, such as showering and brushing your teeth, and work on daily chores and responsibilities. No to game addiction.